Hello. Excuse me. Welcome back to Heretic Owl Tarot. My name is Liz, and I'll be guiding you on this journey today. This is a reading for Virgo, wherever Virgo shows up for you in your chart. And I always feel like I'm missing something. Oh, if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you subscribe to the channel. And also, how are you doing? This is that week that astrologers have been saying they've been keeping an eye on. I believe today is a day that there's a grand cross going on. So there's that. Just, a lot of big energies. How are you doing? How are you feeling? How are things going? That's too many. I know we have that Mercury retrograde. I don't know, is it still in Virgo? I know it was starting in Virgo and then it was going to go back into Leo. So I don't know if it's still in Virgo, but I believe Venus is in Virgo right now, right? I should have looked. I don't know. I'm not an astrologer. I don't claim to be, but I do, I do consume a lot of astrology content and look at my chart all the time. So, and then we have Saturn in Pisces. So, no matter whatever you have in Virgo, there's some sort of either loose or tight, opposition to Saturn going on. Neptune is in Pisces too, which is, obviously the sister sign to you. So just maybe feeling things. Let's get you an oracle card, and then of course we'll get your tarot out. Sending all my love to you. 99. Ha! Come on. You know the song. 99 problems and a bitch ain't one. It says, it is time to get to work on the realization of your soul's mission in life. You have a higher purpose in this life that is yours and only yours to fulfill. Unleash your true power. I am courageous. Love that. Let's get your tarot. Ooh, we have the World card, the Five of Swords, the Nine of Wands, Ten of Cups with the World card. Huh. Two more. Okay. The Knight of Cups, the Chariot. Ooh, Death card. Death at the bottom of the deck. Seven of Cups, Tower, Two of Swords, Judgment. Okay. All right, let me just make sure everything is in frame. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So we start with the World card. What a card to start with. And then we have the Death card at the bottom of the deck. It is time to get to work on the realization of your soul's mission in life. You have a higher purpose in this life that is yours and only yours to fulfill. Unleash your true power. It's kind of like one of those things of if things are breaking down around you, whether that's communication, opportunities, whatever. Have you heard that saying, or what? I don't know. It's not necessarily a saying, but life, okay. The universe, God, whoever, if you believe in a higher power, if you are not honoring, your own intuition, because you would know, right? It's not necessarily any of this would be a surprise, but if you are resisting or not taking the signs as being actual signs, right, then they will make your life just unbearable until you do kind of see the light and change. That's just kind of my first observation. So let's get into the reading. I just looked outside and this mourning dove was staring right at, I'm sure they weren't staring at me, but it looked like they were. So we start with the World card. The World card is the end of a cycle. It's literally at the end of the Fool's journey. We start at 0 with the Fool, go all the way through the major arcana, all the way to 21. The World card. So it's like there's a journey, a situation, a relationship, a whatever, a cycle even that you've been in for however long, but it is coming to a close. Like the energy is available, or will be, that cycle will be ending. And truly too, like it would need to. It really is for your highest good, for whatever it is in your life to come to an end. Whether it be a thought pattern, a behavior pattern, some type of, again, cycle that you've been in. It's interesting that it's paired with the 10 of Cups too, because the 10 of Cups is like, it's everything good. It's joy. It's bliss. You know, cups have to do with our emotions. How are we feeling about things? How are we feeling about ourselves? How are we feeling about the people in our lives? Because there's, you know, there's a community aspect with the 10 of Cups. We can see that there's children on here too. So it could have to do with, you know, family or generation. And of course, family can be biological or chosen. Also, 10s are completion. So we have these 2 completion cards right at the beginning. So there could have just been, it's like, this could go either way. It could be, you know, if you thought that everything was sunshine and rainbows, something happened that caused that to end. Or, you know, again, it could have even just been a cycle that was only meant to be temporary anyway, that came to an end, but it had something to do with how you were feeling about your life. Like if you felt like you had the quote unquote right people around you, and you felt like you had built community, and you felt, you know, purposeful and fulfilled, and you know, you were contributing to all of this as well. With it being paired with a World card, again, you know, there could have been a breakdown in that in some capacity, or some sort of ending. And that would be telling me, though, that it was a cycle that was only meant to be temporary anyway. And maybe it was even just to show you that it's possible, and even for you to get clear on what this 10 of Cups is. What can you take away from that experience? What did you learn from that experience? What do you want to keep? What do you want to also like generate in your life, or cultivate, really is probably a better word. Or the other way this could go is that whatever is ending, because something is, the World card is always the end of something, then right behind it is also happiness, fulfillment. But I don't know, man. It's interesting that both of these are like, you know, quote unquote ending cards. The World card, it's only an ending because there is a new beginning. There's a new journey. Because of course, right after the World card is the Fool card. It's just this continuous cycle that we go through. We're constantly, you know, starting out as the Fool, going on, you know, these quests in our lives, the ebbs and flows, the gives and takes with, you know, all of the major arcana. There is this, now there's this big ass spider crawling up my patio door. I don't know, for whatever reason, like wildlife is just like randomly like just presenting. I don't want to say presenting itself, because obviously it's like in my line of vision, because I'm just like, I'm looking out the window. Very interesting. You could even look up the totem for a spider, like what the totem meaning is, and also even a mourning dove, because I'm sure that there's a meaning for it too, if you feel compelled. I usually do that, but for whatever reason, I don't feel compelled to do that in this reading. So interesting. Like, where are you going? So The World card, what is coming right after it is the Fool. The 10 of Cups. What comes after that? The Ace of Cups. So, and then, we'll get to it, but there's also the Death card. So there's all of these, closing out of stuff here. And again, it could be because sometimes that is the only way that we will be able to see what our soul's mission in life is to have these endings. Because if we're just all like comfortable and, in our little comfort zone, things are okay, but, I have this feeling there's something in there that's just like, there's something more than this, but you're like, well, I'm comfortable though. Everything is everything right now. Well, you know what? Universe, God, source, spirit, whoever is going to be like, no. There's something more. There's something better for you. And we're going to shake some stuff up for you. And then we have the Five of Swords paired with the Knight of Cups. The Five of Swords is about competition. It's like winning at all costs. I always see the Five of Swords as being like a battle of wits, right? Because that is very mental. Like when you are trying to, quote unquote, like go at it with somebody in order to have the upper hand or just to win. There could be some harsh words that are said. It could also even be, when you do kind of get into those times, it's almost like you just kind of like release everything that you've been storing up. And again, like it can be hurtful if you are using it as like venom or somebody else. You could be any one of these people on the card. There's 3 people on this card. One person is holding 3 swords. There's 2 swords on the ground. These other 2 people have their back turned towards this person. This person almost looks like they're looking at the World card. And these 2 people look like they could even be the same person. I wonder if they are. Because this book, I love when tarot decks come with big, beautiful books. I love reading other people's interpretations of stuff because, it only helps me expand my knowledge, my understanding. So that's Miranda. Let's see. Alyssa is on the Five of Swords. Miranda is on the World card. They look similar. Really, it's just like the dark hair, And, man, what actually could be happening here is that if there is this energy of conflict here, it's blocking the good stuff from coming in. Like, if you are kind of in the energy of, I know what's best, I'm not taking opinions from people. I'm certainly not taking criticisms. I'm a Virgo moon, and I learned about Virgos that they don't like criticism. They don't like feedback. They don't want to have a discussion about things. They don't need opinions. Which, okay, fine. However, though, like if it is literally working against you, though, you're not helping yourself. Like if these people are just like, I'm just trying to help, right? Like, and you're just like, no, I know what's best. Like, I'm very much in control of this. I'm not open to taking advice or opinions right now. Again, it could just be, truly blocking your blessings, or even, blocking an opportunity. It could be preventing yourself from seeing something, either about yourself, about your life, about your path. Again, you could be keeping yourself in a comfort zone without even knowing it. because, you know, like by being kind of closed off, you're not being pushed. Like, and that's why, again, I was even saying about the universe, God, whatever, like pushing you, it'll be, it's not even a push. Actually, it's probably more of a squeeze. Like literally feeling like you are being squeezed to death. And that would literally be because you're just in this, you know, 5 of Swords energy. And again, I mean, this, you could be any one of these people on the card. Maybe there's somebody in your life who is hoarding energy, resources, again, maybe not open to negotiation or seeing things from your perspective. And it's interesting, it's paired with the Knight of Cups. Cups, again, have to do with our emotions. The Knight of Cups is usually an offer. It's some sort of message coming in. The Knight of Cups is also led by their heart. They're going to follow their heart. So there's a little bit of like Delulu energy in there. I mean, this could be some sort of offer that is coming in. And the negotiation is gonna be, it's gonna be one. Like, it's gonna be something. And again, whatever this 5 of Swords is, it could be blocking a blessing, because it's like not listening to your intuition, not following your heart. The Knight of Cups could also be an apology, because again, it is some sort of offer, some sort of message, but it comes from the heart too. So if there was a conflict here, if there is a conflict going on, this would mean that there is some sort of like resolution possible. It is going to take emotion. Like, it's going to have to come from the heart. And also, I mean, all parties involved would probably need to apologize. Not that I think we should just be handing out apologies if it's not warranted, but if it is, give it up. Say the words, I apologize. I take accountability. And also the other people or persons involved, they would need to do the same. 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. This is somebody who has been through it. Wands have to do with the actions that we take, the motivation behind them, creativity, passion, how are we communicating those things. Also, I see Wands as being information by way of experience, because that's what we get by trying things. We figure out what works, what doesn't work, what do we like, what don't we like, what stays, what goes, right? And truly, the only way to figure those things out is by doing. 9s are also individual completion. 10s involve other people. 9s are when you get to a point of completion, like within yourself. The actions that you have taken thus far, the experiences, the life lessons, all of that have gotten you here. And sometimes that does feel like it's kicked your ass. The message behind the 9 of Wands, though, is that it's great to take a break. However, it's not done. The book says resilience, strength, perseverance. You're almost there, and your resilience is shining through. You're in the final stretch, so whatever you do, don't give up now. When you're feeling fearful, unsuccessful, are experiencing a setback, or things just start to seem so difficult, do what it takes to push through and finish. All of the wand cards that come before the 9 of Wands are your support system. So remember to look for them when you're feeling like you can't make it across the finish line. You are safe, and your perseverance will help get you past whatever last-minute obstacles or cold feet you are experiencing on this particular journey. Really look at all you've built for yourself, whether that's a physical manifestation, a project, or just your own inner strength and mental fortitude. Don't let anything tear you down. You've worked so hard for this. Truly. Again, there's all this like final stretch stuff, this ending stuff, the death card over here. It's time to get to work on the realization of your soul's mission in life. Like, there's all this energy here that's like pushing you forward. Also, you know, too, like telling you not to give up. Nothing that has happened has been for you to give up, right? The Chariot card, willpower, triumph, confidence. I love that it's paired with a dang 9 of Wands. How perfect is that? The Chariot is a call to battle and to fight for what you believe is right. Willpower is much needed at this time as you may be experiencing a bump in the road on your journey. Imagine that your personal chariot is your very own cool, customized ride, moving you forward in life and acting as your own vehicle of expression. You feel confident and strong when you're riding in your chariot, and you can get anything you want when you're cruising in it. When times are tough, and this, as this card suggests, hop on your metaphorical chariot and dive headfirst into the fight with a competitive outlook. Now is the time to seriously battle for what you desire. But keep in mind that if you triumph, it is important not to get all cocky over winning. Nobody likes to show off, which is kind of funny with the 5 of Swords there. It's like this humbling thing that's happening here. And truly, I mean, that could be what is going on, is that you are being humbled in some aspect. And again, like, I know I was kind of talking about like Saturn and whoever in, Pisces. Also, just even remembering that this mother effer, this spider, oh my, okay. The astrology right now is janky as F. So, like, don't attach yourself to an outcome. Don't attach yourself to a belief. Don't attach yourself to a conflict. Like, allow the pieces to fall where they may before you start making big decisions. Even wait a little while if you can. From what I've seen, towards the end of this week is when things start breaking up. I think it was like after the 19th or something. And one person actually said that, like it could be a completely different world by the end of this week, which I don't know. What does that mean? But again, even just being open to the possibility of things changing quickly, even being open to the possibility of like what you thought you wanted changing and being different, because truly you can change your mind 1,000 times a day. You could believe in one thing in the morning and it could be completely different at night. That is absolutely perfect, and that is absolutely okay. Allow yourself to do that. So, just vibe through it. And I'm going to leave it there. No, I'm not. We haven't even talked about the death card yet. Let me at least just talk about it. I was about to get up out of here before. I mean, what is there to say about that? Okay. So the death card is as much about something ending as it is about something beginning, which is literally also the World card. Because again, right after the World card is the Fool card. But the death card, I always say when the death card shows up, every new beginning disguises itself as an end. So something does have to end, whether, again, it's a relationship, it's a thought pattern, it's a behavior pattern, belief system, job, whatever, even the way that maybe you approach things or have conversations or, whatever. Something is ending so that a better way of being can begin. And it's only going to affect the things that are no longer serving your highest good. So if you do notice that things are falling out of your life in some capacity, those things were no longer, like the energy was no longer there. The energy has already been used for the purpose that it was in your life to begin with. And it does have to end in order for something else to begin. The 7 of Cups is right behind it, which is options. This is really, like considering all of the things, all the different things in all the different areas in your life, and what do you want to focus on? Like, what do you want to pour your energy into? It could even be that there are different options available to you after this. All of this ending, though, there's so much by way of ending in this reading. But also, all of it comes with a brand new start. However, though, the end has to occur first. Whatever the new shit is, it has no space, no capability of happening until something ends. And that truly is up to you. So, officially, I am leaving it there. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your cards. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.